So I just wrapped up one of my last arm workouts of the year, and it may not seem like it, but I have a pretty solid pump going on. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I wanted to come on here and chat a little bit about fasting. I just thought I'd share how I incorporate fasting into my lifestyle. I mean, it's been 4 years now, and I love it. And before I hop into it, this is not nutrition advice. I'm just a bro who's done this for a bit, who really likes it, and thought I'd come on here and share with y'all. If you're gonna give this a try, please consult with a doctor to make sure that you're okay to go down this path. Let's get this out of the way now. Fasting is not going to make you lose weight. That's why I use fasting whether I'm trying to lose weight or if I'm putting on weight. Fasting is a tool that you can use to incorporate into your daily routine to help you achieve your fitness goals. The method that I use is the 16-8 method. So that's 16 hours of fasting with an 8-hour window to eat. And my timeline, or at least what's been working for me, is 7:30 p.m. Sunday up to Saturday 11:30 a.m. That's when my fasting and all of that happens. And then from 11:30 a.m. Saturday to 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, that's when I kind of give myself a little bit of a break, just to kind of mix things up a little bit, so I'm not having to constantly watch the clock, especially on Saturday evenings when we're likely out and about. There are a few ways to incorporate fasting into your fitness routine, but that's the way that works for me. And even now, I'm still messing with some of the days depending on what it is that I'm doing. It can be a little bit tricky sometimes, just navigating like trips or navigating meetups with friends, especially if they're not on the same page as you. If it's not their fitness goals, they're either gonna be supportive or they're just gonna give you crap. And that's kind of just how it goes sometimes, you know? So you have to be disciplined enough to stay on top of things. If for whatever reason I have to go past 7:30 on a Friday night because I'm meeting up with some friends, then whatever it is that I push it to, so like say 8:30, 9:30, typically the next day I'll actually push back my first meal an hour or two depending on how much I pushed it back the night before. So that's kind of what works for me. I mean, it's only to keep myself accountable and to keep myself to that same window. There are many ways to incorporate fasting to make it work for you, and there are many things that you can tweak so that it works for your schedule, so that it works for your lifestyle. One of the things that I do that I know some people may think is just cheating, I work out early in the morning, so that'll be 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. One of the things that I'll have in the morning will be pre-workout. So I do have some type of caffeine, or if I'm not working out, then I might have a cup of coffee. Now this tends to be black coffee, but it's still coffee, it's still caffeine. And some people just find this to be a big no-no. Again, that's what works for me, and that's how I've been doing this since 2019 when I first started this, and it's worked out really well. This is a tool that I use to lose weight, and I still use it even when I'm trying to put on weight. It's fluffy season, I always talk about that. Right now I'm a little bit more lenient with my food intake. I'm just consuming more in general, but that window still remains the same for me, so I still am doing the fasting. This is just a tool to use to incorporate with your fitness goals. Fasting alone isn't going to make you lose weight. Fasting in conjunction with the caloric deficit, that's going to make you lose weight. That's going to help you lean out. Fasting with the caloric surplus, you're still going to put on weight. So if you fast but you're still eating the same way you've been eating before, only in that smaller 8-hour window or whatever it is that you decide to do, you're still going to put on weight. You're not going to lose weight by eating the same things and consuming the same amount of calories and then incorporating fasting. That's just not how it works. It's really just a tool that's supposed to be used in conjunction with a caloric deficit, especially if weight loss is your goal. It makes it easier for me to have an idea of what I've had throughout the day because it's an 8-hour window versus having to track everything if I was just eating all day. Usually my first go-to is when I'm bored, I reach for food, grabbing some piece of bread, whatever it is, when most times it's just me being bored or not having something to do. So the first thing that I think of is snacking. If it happens while I'm in my fasting window, then I know not to eat. I don't like to write things down. I don't like to track food in that way. It just becomes a pain in the butt. No one has time for that. And it's something that for me has worked out really well. So fasting is the route that I take because it's just an easy way for me to kind of keep track of things without really keeping track of things. But yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. This is your boy LJ, and I'll catch you next time.